Yeah, you gonna walk backwards?
No?
Why not?
Oh, okay, then we'll take it really slow.
You can tell I got my Savage Octane to run. No? I didn't get it to run.
Yeah, but don't walk so fast, okay?
Oh, okay. I will just... Well, as you've been able to tell, I finally got my Savage XL Octane to run right. This being such a new vehicle means that there's no real help online troubleshooting. HPI did hand out some additional running tips. I decided to sort of skip ahead. We kind of found our own way to troubleshoot it as well. As more and more people will purchase this vehicle, which will of course happen, you will see that it will become easier and easier to troubleshoot and to find solutions. Running this thing in has been the biggest pain in the butt, so to speak. It took me about 20 tanks to get the engine to fully break loose, and I think there's still a tiny bit more potential in there. I suspected that CDI, that ignition box, to be defective in mine. Turned out that wasn't the case. My spark plug was just a pure gremlin. I took it out to check if I had a proper spark, which I had, and then as soon as I put it in the vehicle again, you've seen it run when we ran with 3 vehicles all together. As soon as I put it in the vehicle after 1 tank, it fully gave in. So it wasn't that ignition box, it was in fact a spark plug. After break-in, I think HPI will be really wise to supply at least 1 or 2 extra spark plugs, just so right after break-in you can change it out, just like you would with a nitro. On the bigger engines, the 23s and the 26s and so on, it's only the highly tuned engines that need a spark plug change right after break-in. Well, it turns out so does the Octane. You can end up with a gremlin plug that looks like it has a proper spark, and then when you start to run it, or if you want to run it again, it will just give in at random, which was what mine did. Apart from that, also the carb settings take some getting used to. It would be nice if this thing came with a Walbro carb with a finer thread on the high and low needle. With this carb having a regular thread, you need to really fine-tune it with HPI says 1/24th of an increment, but it's really 1/36th of an increment that I would recommend. The tiniest turn on the needles has a tremendous effect on how the car performs, but once you have the needle set correctly, it performs like a champ. Also, what I used for break-in, just to get the engine running a tiny bit smoother, is a lower octane fuel. So I started out with a 95 octane fuel with a 1:20 oil rate. I switched that out for a 1:22 after 2 tanks, then I went to a 1:25. After that I went to 98 octane, which is what I run in all of my vehicles. Drove a 1:22 rate blend in there first, just to make sure the engine got used to it, and having to take 20 tanks to fully break in, it's not a problem to mix your fuel a tiny bit different. And eventually, right now, what you've just seen, that's 1:25. Another thing that I must say is the clutch. The clutch on mine gave out really quick. But again, that also could be just my car. I have no idea. What I found is that the clutch plate on which you mount the clutch has 4 pins, 1 broke off. So currently I'm only driving with 3 clutch shoes. So you can tell that the truck has a lot of bite, even downhill it wants to wheelie. But there is a bit more potential there, since I only have 3/4 of a clutch going for me at the moment. Also the gearing, that's something that you really want to adjust properly. Take some time to mess around with that, especially if you are not used to handling a Savage platform, just like me, because this is my first Savage. But I got it figured out. I got it to shift properly, and well, as you can tell, especially on a narrow road, you really need to have a lot of room to make it gear up all the way to 3rd. But once it hits 3rd gear, you have a lot of speed going on. So far, the first 2 running videos were not that spectacular. I wasn't that pleased. And right now I'm really getting to the point where I'm starting to get a huge kick out of this car, and I can't wait to do some actual monster trucking with it. We're going to set up a tiny monster jam over here in the garden. Hopefully get a few more guys out with their octanes. They're all properly broken in right now, so forget what I said about it being the ignition box. Could be that yours does have a defective ignition box, but just stock up on spark plugs, a whole lot of them, and even if they do look good, just switch them out. this being a new platform, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be figured out. But well, all hobbyists cooperating together, we will get down to the very bottom of it, and I think we will end up with that platform we were looking for, with a game changer. This is a car with massive potential, and it has put a smile on my face more than once, just because it is so much fun to drive. I mean, it does stoppies, it does wheelies, it does everything you expect from a monster truck. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Tiny update. You will see a prettier edited video and a more spectacular video most likely later this week. This will all be added to a playlist, and you will see my savage XL Octane experience go from something with maybe a bit of a frown and a bit of a frustrated face to something I think with a huge smile on my face. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment box. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you have any questions about the Octane, because I almost got it down to a science right now, don't be shy, hit me up. We'll get yours to run as well. Work the first few kinks out, and make sure you also feel like you got value for money, because I'm at that point right now. I like this truck. Thanks, bye-bye.